Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. Let the noise of the world grow quiet, like snow settling over an open field. There is nothing that needs you right now, nothing that cannot wait until morning. Tonight, we're going somewhere still, somewhere hidden, a place where the mountains hold the silence close, and the only light comes from a fire and the moon on fresh snow. Tonight, we're visiting a cabin, tucked deep in a mountain valley, on a cold, quiet winter's night. Imagine yourself walking along a narrow trail. The path is dusted with snow, soft and untouched, and each step you take leaves a gentle imprint that the falling snow will soon cover again. The flakes drift down around you, slow and weightless, catching the last blue light of the evening sky. The air is cold but not harsh. It's the kind of cold that makes you draw your coat a little tighter, that turns your breath into soft white clouds that dissolve as quickly as they appear. You can smell pine, sharp and clean, carried on a stillness that feels almost sacred. Tall trees line the trail on either side. Their branches are heavy with snow, bowed gently under the weight, like arms folded in sleep. Every now and then, a small clump of snow slides from a branch and lands with a soft, muffled thud on the ground below. It's the only sound, besides your footsteps and the quiet whisper of snowflakes touching earth. The trail curves ahead, and as you follow it through the trees, the forest begins to open. The sky appears wider now, a deep twilight blue scattered with the first faint stars of evening. And there, in a small clearing just below the ridge, you see it. A cabin, small and sturdy, built from dark timber that has weathered many winters. Snow sits thick on the roof, smooth and undisturbed like a white woolen blanket draped over the eaves. A stone chimney rises from one side, and from it a thin curl of smoke climbs into the still air, twisting slowly before it disappears against the darkening sky. The windows glow, a warm amber light, soft and steady, spilling out across the snow in long golden rectangles. It looks like the kind of place that has been waiting for you, quietly, patiently, the way a candle waits in a window. You walk toward the cabin. The snow crunches softly beneath your boots. A small wooden porch extends from the front, and on it sits a pair of old snowshoes leaning against the wall, and a lantern, its glass frosted, its flame low but alive. You reach the door. It's made of heavy oak, darkened with age, with a simple iron handle. You press the latch, and the door opens inward with a deep, familiar creak. The warmth reaches you instantly. It wraps around your face and hands like a gentle exhale, carrying the scent of burning cedar, dried pine needles, wool, and something faintly sweet, like cinnamon and honey warming on a stove. You step inside, and the door closes behind you, and with it, the cold, the wind, the world outside, all of it softens to a hush. The cabin is a single room, low-ceilinged and snug. The walls are made of stacked logs, their surfaces smooth and golden in the firelight. Between them, you can see traces of old clay pressed into the gaps, sealing out the cold. The floor is wide plank pine, worn soft by years of footsteps, and covered here and there with thick woven rugs in deep reds and browns. Against the far wall, a fire burns in a stone hearth, not roaring, but steady. The flames move slowly, folding over one another in shades of amber and deep orange. Every few moments, A log shifts, and a small shower of sparks rises, drifting upward like tiny embers caught in a dream. The heat radiates outward, warming the room from the center, filling every corner with a gentle, golden glow. Above the hearth, a thick wooden mantel holds a few simple things. A pair of old brass candlesticks, their candles half burned. A small clock whose ticking is so quiet you can only hear it in the silences between the crackle of the fire. A single framed photograph, too distant to see clearly, but it feels like someone's favorite memory, kept close to the warmth. To your left, a small kitchen alcove. A cast-iron kettle sits on an old wood-burning stove, and from its spout a thin ribbon of steam rises. Someone has left a mug on the counter, heavy stoneware, glazed in a deep forest green. Beside it, a jar of honey, its surface catching the light, and a small dish of dried chamomile flowers. You pour the water into the mug and watch as the chamomile unfurls, releasing its gentle fragrance into the steam. You add a slow drizzle of honey and stir it with a wooden spoon. The sound is soft, almost musical, the quiet clink of the spoon against the cup. You carry the mug with both hands, feeling the warmth seep through the clay into your palms, and you make your way to the chair beside the fire. It's a deep armchair, upholstered in something soft and worn, a fabric that has held many evenings like this one. A heavy wool blanket is draped over the armrest, and you pull it across your lap as you settle in. The cushion gives beneath you, cradling you gently, and you let out a long, slow breath. Take that breath now. Breathe in slowly, and let it go. The fire pops softly. The wind outside brushes against the cabin, a low, distant hum, like a lullaby sung from very far away. The snow continues to fall. You can see it through the window, drifting past the glass in slow, silent spirals, lit faintly by the glow from within. You bring the mug to your lips and take a slow sip. The chamomile is warm and smooth, with a gentle sweetness from the honey. It moves through you like a wave of calm, settling in your chest, your shoulders, your hands. You rest the mug on the small table beside you. On it, there's a book, old and well-loved, its cover soft with wear, its pages slightly yellowed at the edges. You don't open it tonight. It's enough to know it's there, like a friend who doesn't need to speak. The fire shifts again, and you watch the flames. They move in their slow, ancient dance, and your eyes follow them, not with effort, but with the easy attention of someone who has nowhere else to be. The shadows on the walls move with the light, stretching and folding, painting the logs with patterns that shift and dissolve like thoughts on the edge of sleep. The ceiling glows a deep, warm gold, and the rafters above are dark and strong, holding the snow and the silence and the night. Somewhere outside, far in the distance, you hear the call of an owl, a soft, low sound, carried on the stillness. 2 notes, then silence. Then 2 notes again. It feels ancient, part of the mountain, part of the night itself.